Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's StepsBasic, and welcome to the channel. So a little while ago, I did a challenge on my family channel where I devoured the one chip challenge, and well, for lack of a better term, failed miserably. In that I immediately jumped to drinking something, and honestly, I wasn't so much doing the one chip challenge as trying to win it, but I just wanted to see what the spice was like. But me being me, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed about my failure. You know what I mean? I can do better than that. So I am going to do it again, but this time for y'all. The one chip challenge. Now, for those of you who may not know, I actually have a long history of being good with spice, and that's part of the reason why I'm embarrassed by the utter failure that was my last video. I'm gonna be a jerk over here. I'll just pop it open. Don't cut towards yourself, cut away. Lessons for life, kids. Remember, when cutting, cut away from the body. So good news is that I got it in before the Unisana's video about it, so I know people won't be like, "Oh, you're just copying them." Although, to be honest, sometimes they steal my ideas before I get a chance to. I'm stalling in case you can't tell. Anyways, let's stop talking about that. I'm going to talk a bit about my spice tolerance and everything, my history with spice. But I'm going to do that when I actually eat the chip. So as you see here, this is our spicy thing. They have the heavyweight, the 1 hour, is where we're aiming for. I think I'll be all right, honestly. I've done this before, done spicy stuff before, and this ain't my first rodeo, as it were. So we're going to go ahead, and we're going to open this up, and we're going to eat it. Now, bear in mind, spice is not good for you. Extreme spice especially. I remember there's this one book I read a while back where the heart is, where this lady swore up and down by a spicy diet, saying that it was a good way to lose weight because you just burn off all the calories. Spicy chip. Siri, set a 61-minute timer.
Your timer is set for 1 hour and 1 minute.
Thank you. Oh, that's so gross. There we go. All right, so my history with spice. Well, see, I grew up on the border to Mexico, meaning that spice was kind of the way of life back there. We always had spicy foods. Mind you, that doesn't say every food was spicy. Man, that started in quick. Oh my God. I just want the hiccups to go away. Not every food was spicy back home, but they did do a good job of keeping everything spicy. And growing up in a place where everything was spicy was quite an interesting thing. You know, even our candy was spicy. this is the hard part. The hiccups. The hiccups are the hard part. That and my ears feel like they're leaking. Oh. But anyway, even our candy was spicy. We had a good number of different spicy candies, like Lucas and chamoy, and even some of the tamarindo, lollipops covered in chili powder. Oh. Those were the things we used to eat for fun. Now, funny enough, even though we had a lot of spicy stuff, we also had a lot of sour stuff, and I wasn't good with the sour stuff. Look, I have milk. I'm not allowed to drink it yet. But I am going to go grab some things for my ears because they are hurting. I'll be right back. I did that as quick as possible so you wouldn't. Oh, wait. I did that as quick as possible so you wouldn't feel like I drank something on the way out there. It's kind of weird that my ears start hurting, you know? But anyway, I wasn't very good at the salty and the sour stuff. I can handle the spicy, though. The spicy was my jam, yo. Moving along in my life, I didn't ever lose my love for spicy things. Even moving through, living with a family that's not very good with spicy. And still managed to, I still managed to keep a spicy quality in my life, eating everything spicy that I could. And I've been overseas, doing fun stuff in the military. And we stopped in various different ports where I got to try some good curries, Middle Eastern food, Indian food, actual Indian food, Thai food. And of all the spicy foods I've had, Thai was probably the highest, ranking as far as spicy was concerned. But for individual meals, the spiciest thing I ever had was actually chicken wings. And it was at this place called Quaker Steak and Lube, which I highly recommend. If you got one in your area, you should probably go. They got some good food otherwise. And I know the one I went to had some good service. The people there were funny, friendly, and quick. The funny part is that was 1 million Scoville units for 6 wings, 1 million Scoville units each wing. I had a minute to eat each wing. It was kind of funny. We went in there and we placed our order, and the guy was like, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to order food if you're going to be doing this challenge because you won't taste it. And I'm like, no. I want to eat my food first, and then I'm going to do the challenge. And he's like, oh, okay, I got you. And so that was cool. And he brought out our food. We ate our food, and then he brought out the wings. I had, of course, had to sign the waiver. I had to sign the waiver saying, I waive all my responsibilities and all their responsibilities to me if I hurt myself because I'm entering this into of my own volition. And I had to wear gloves to eat that stuff. A piece of orange stuck in my tooth. And I had to eat orange. Sorry, I had to eat orange. I had to wear gloves while eating that. Now, it was funny because I put the first one in my mouth. Nothing. It was sweet. I liked it. It was delicious. Not like this chip, by the way. This chip tastes like butt. It's gross. So I went and I did the... I ate the first one. Nothing happened. And I started on the second one. And then my face just exploded. And I say that, of course, facetiously. My face didn't actually explode. But the pain in my mouth, in my nose, in my ears, everything started leaking, much like it's doing now, was intense. And I finished it in under 6 minutes. I think it was like 5:40-ish. So just barely. But I finished it in under 6 minutes, and it was... Oh, I felt so victorious. And the bartender, or the waiter, sorry, not the bartender, sent me a glass of milk with a bendy straw, and the bendy straw was shaped into a heart. And he's like, "Here you go, sweetheart." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And I drank that down pretty quick, like boom, it was gone. The worst part about dealing with spicy stuff for me is like the only thing that's ever worked to kill spice has been dairy products. And milk and everything, but I am lactose intolerant. So no matter what, I'm going to end up with an upset stomach and pain. So, it's starting to die down now. But it's still like, still hurting. But, you know, he gave me the milk and I drank it. And I was like, sweet deliciousness. And I went outside afterwards because I'm like, I need to cool my face down. And I was like, every time I breathe in, even kind of now, even like now, it was like breathing in fire. It was like, because it hurt. And my lips were on fire. My face was on fire. All my orifices were leaking. And I'm just walking around the parking lot like this, breathing in the cold air. And I'm like, oh, why do you hurt so bad? But after that, I lost my taste for spicy food. Not like I didn't like it anymore. In fact, I still like it to this day. But I lost my ability to taste it. So it's like when I'd eat anything spicy, I would taste the deliciousness that was the food, but not experience the spice. And that in and of itself was kind of disappointing because nothing was spicy after that. And even like when I took this challenge last time, it didn't feel as bad. Though, after doing some research, I have found out that this particular chip is 1.2 million Scoville units of heat, which means it's actually hotter than the wings that I had by 200,000. And the funny part was, because I had those wings before and it killed my ability to taste spice or feel the heat, something that was hotter than the wings registered as weaker than the wings because of the fact that suddenly heat doesn't bother me as much. So, of all the things I've done, that have been like, get that off my ear so I can still have the, it's not pressure. Anyway, so of all the things that I've had of spice in my life, food is actually the lowest on the ranking list. Now, of course, don't get me wrong, that's not in any way underselling the power of those wings and additionally this chip. But I have actually been OC sprayed. Now, for those of you who don't know, OC is capsicum, is pepper spray. Now, I did this prior to the wing challenge. Oh, one sec. I gotta upload my Phil's family to your Facebook. But the OC spray I did after the wings, and let me finish this real quick, and then I'll talk about it. Why are things changed? I don't want change. I want my videos. Thank you. Share to Facebook. Doing road trip games at home. That was a fun game. A fun video to make right there. The road trip games at home. I tell you, I get the two girls together and they become crazy. It's hard to keep them calm and focused on the videos. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I did the OC spray after I did the wing challenge. Sorry, prior to the wing challenge, because I did the wing challenge after I was out of the military. The OC spray was, I'd say, the first experience of extreme pain when it comes to spicy stuff. And I know it's like, if it's sprayed on your skin, does it really count as spicy? But yes, that's the thing that causes the spicy burn is the capsaicin. I always say capsaicin, even though apparently that's a weird thing to say. I watched Matt Pat's video on how to manage heat. And one of his things was, nobody says it capsaicin. I'm like, I always say it capsaicin. It's the only way I've ever heard it said. But then again, regional things. Anyway, so the acylocapsicum spray, the OC spray. I know this is weird, but I recommend everyone try it out. It hurts. Now, of course, if you're a fan of the Unos Annas folks, you know they did it. They got pepper sprayed as well. And the difference between what they did and what I did was I went through military grade stuff and I had to be functional afterwards. Now, the way they did it in the military was they get a Z pattern across your face. And they'll spray it across your forehead, down across your eyes, and then across your nose. And that's how you do it. And we got hit with that. And then we were given a baton, and then we had to go and fight off attackers, so to speak. It was part of our ship's readiness force training, and it was fun. If you can get in on a military one, that would be the best. But otherwise, I'd say it's still an experience that everyone needs. The heat's still there, but it's gone to a point where it doesn't even bother me anymore. So that was the only thing I had to do, was just make it past that initial brrr. And now I made it past the initial brrr. But anyway, what was I saying? I had to get the baton. I had to beat the people in the red suits. I had to order one down on the ground. I had to restrain him and then get him back up. And then we went over to the other side where there was a hose and baby soap and milk waiting for us. And sorry. This is going to get a little edited. Not much, but a little bit. And I'm going to try to turn down my coughs because I know coughs come through really badly on the microphone. But anyway, and that was a lot of fun, that the whole thing was fun. And they taught us beforehand. They told us, why do we have to go through this training? And to be honest, there was a million different answers, but the one that was the true answer was so we know what to expect when it happens to us, because more often than not, that's what we're going to get hit with. And they need us to be ready to fight under those conditions. And so we had to endure military grade pepper spray and then fight off the attackers, restrain, and then we got the water, which made my face explode. The funny part is like I say, I say that it didn't hurt until I started sweating. And that happened to a lot of people. That happened to a few people. Like, it stung in my eyes a bit, but it didn't hurt to the point where, like, I couldn't see. And then I started swinging the baton, and I started sweating, and then it started burning. And it burned all the way down my face, into my eyes, everywhere. And then when we went over to the water, I got to experience my first face explosion. Because I go there, and they're like, psh. As soon as the water hit my forehead, whole thing was on fire. And I was like, oh. And it was funny, you know, when it comes to the OC spray, there is actually, just like tolerance for spicy food, there are people who will have a tolerance to that. Some people will not see an effect. Unfortunately, I didn't have anybody in my group who didn't see any effect at all. Some people will react badly, like horribly, like to the point of allergic reaction. We need to stabilize them now, sort of way. And then there were other people who were like me, who didn't feel it until they started sweating. And I'm kind of happy that that was me, you kind of know what to expect sort of deal. But at the same time, once the water hit it, it was like, ugh. And of course, there was the whole, you have to wash your face and make sure it's all out of it. And don't take a shower until you are sure it's gone. Because of the simple fact that it was an oil. And it would mix with the water, which means it would come straight down, all the way down to, whoo! So it was like, oh my God, I am so glad I'm so glad that I had that experience in my life. And that's something a lot of people are like, I can't believe I did that. But it was like, for me, that's a highlight in my life. That's just one of the more interesting things I've done with my life. Of course, if we were talking more about spiciness, there is the old joke, never eat the jalapenos and then go to the bathroom. And there's a good reason for that. And that's because your hoo-hoo is a lot more sensitive to heat. So imagine that. And like, you just go to the bathroom and you're not even thinking about it. You didn't wash your hands beforehand. And now all of a sudden, you're the literal term fire crotch. Just like, oh. Or, wiping the backside. That's one thing about spicy foods, I have always been really tolerant of the heat. But lately, because I'm getting older, my stomach can't handle it. And so I know, like right now, after eating that chip, it's going to be painful later on when I lay down. And it's going to be like... And little tidbit of knowledge for you. Everything on the way from your mouth to your sphincter has heat receptors in it. Has temperature, spicy receptors in it. And even if your mouth is really good at tolerating it, your other side may not be. So that's the liquid fire poops. If you've ever had one of those, I'm pretty sure most people have. The liquid fire ones, it's like an eruption of just burn. And, oh. Now I've got to get bored. Let's see. Yeah, it's funny because that Matt Pat video I watched is where I found out that the chip is 1.2 million Scoville units. Now, I remember reading something... I'm almost middleweight. How about that? Now, I remember reading something once that there is a level of heat that will instantly kill you. Well, probably not instantly. It's probably very painful. Scoville heat death. Dwath. Fat fingers, man. I hate them. Death. All right. No. How many Scoville units is lethal? So 16 million Scoville units is lethal. Twice as much at 8 million would be the same dose, obviously. Anyway, a ballpark 10 to 15 grams of pure capsaicin. Could you imagine that? And I remember reading that the hottest pepper in the world is now 3 million Scoville units, which, it keeps going up every year, it seems. And I'm not going to lie, I want that pepper. I want to try that pepper. And it is part of my, my glutton for punishment sort of thing. I do like a little bit of pain in my life. Know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, it was, shoot. I'm out of stories. I'm not even halfway through the challenge yet. Jesus. 38 minutes and 5 seconds. Whew. Well, what can I do now? Mustache getting in my face. Oh, yeah, so I started wearing suspenders. I don't know if I kept that part in my last video, my video over there, my community show. I know I tried to, I've been breaking my belts a lot lately because I always like to cinch them tight. I think that's probably a callback to I think that's probably a callback to my military experience, because there was a lot of people in the military who would wear their belts like hanging down, and it's like that technically wasn't in regs, and I hated that. And same with my boots. I always have to have my boots cinched up as tight as possible, and I have to have my belt as tight as possible, and because of that, I break a lot of shoestrings, shoelaces, boot straps. I break a lot of belts. So for a while, I was actually using Velcro shoes, and now I've switched over to these suspenders, and honestly, I'm liking it. Not just for the look of it, because, hey, but also because, it actually feels kind of nice. I'm getting used to it. It's something I have to adjust to, because, believe it or not, some people are way too aware of their what do you call it? Clothes. And yeah, that sucks. Whew. Yeah, the burn's basically gone now. I mean, I can still feel it like in my nose. It's like when I breathe out, it's like a little burn in this nostril here, and along my lip right here. But my mouth is mostly just pasty and gross. Thing about the wings is they lasted for hours afterwards, and this, because I think it might actually have something to do with how it was made. Like the wings were not a paste, but they were a syrup. You know how hot wings are made. The kind of sticky flavoring on the outside of it, and so it kind of like lingered a bit. But the powder on the chip, I was able to get out of my mouth as quick as possible. I mean, it took me a little while, but I got it out of my mouth pretty quick. Oh. I want to play a game. I'm thinking maybe I should play a game while I'm doing this, but I would be perfectly honest, this might have been better for a stream. Now that I think about it. I don't stream things. It's cool. I want to stream things. I miss streaming. Streaming was a lot of fun. Whew. No, I want to play Among Us, but I haven't played it yet, so I don't want to get in and play it and be like distracted. I kind of want to play it first, learn what it's like, and then play it, or play it with some friends rather than that. Oh my god! So how have y'all been? How's Halloween, Spooktober doing for you? I don't know how many people are actually into that sort of thing. Oh, by the way, I'm going to put like a time code that skips to the end of the video so that you can see if I made it or not, or if you want to just watch through the entire hour, that's up to you. But yeah, this is going to take a while. Part of it is the distraction. I was pretty good at distracting myself, from the heat. But at the same time, like I said before, it wasn't as hot. It didn't feel as hot as the hot wings did. I guess it means that my tolerance is still a bit too high. Although, recently, talking about more spicy stuff, I tried the fire yakisoba noodles. Those registered. I was like, oh, that was kind of spicy. And it wasn't like a matter of like I couldn't tolerate it or anything, but it was a little spicy. I definitely had to notice it. Let's see, what is SHU of fire yakisoba? Kind of curious to know because I like to eat those all the time. New fire yakisoba beef merchan. Must include shoe. No. All right, let's go ahead and do the. Yeah, there we go. Fire spicy called fire. We aren't kidding. Yes, all right, let's look at the official Maruchan site. Oh, this is the Maruchan ramen. All right, there's the fire yakisoba. I love them, by the way. They have a bit of a sweet taste like the wings did, so it's not like really bad like the chip was. Ugh. Why, tell me the Scoville units. Rid. The Ramen Raider. Your guide to the world of instant noodles. I really wish it would have a listing of... Wow, they really go in depth on this whole rating thing. I just want the Scoville units of the Maruchan. If you have a bad breath, don't eat this. Why don't they say it? Ooh, instant ramens. Ooh. Cold remedies. What? People like to swap cold remedies. Oh, weird. No. I just want something to tell me this is the spicy noodle. This is how much it costs. This is the Scoville units of it. They don't have anything. That's what I went through when I was looking up the Scoville units for this thing too. I was like, oh, it's the Scoville units of this. I kind of lucked out because Matt did that whole food theory episode on how to best tolerate heat. You know what's funny? Sorry. You know what's funny though? I've tried a lot of different spice remedies for how to, deaden the burn, because, as a person who likes spicy food, you kind of want to know how to handle it, how to take care of it if it is too spicy. Because, even if you like spicy food, that doesn't mean you're stupid. And the only thing that's ever worked for me was milk. Completely unopened. The only thing that's ever worked for me was milk. And to be honest, it wasn't like a matter of nothing had any effect. It was just a matter of milk did the best. And so watching his video, I saw two things that I'd never heard of or tried before. And one was citrus or, citric acid or, limes, lemons. And the other one was sugar water. And I was like, never tried those before. I should try those sometime. He ranked them higher on his solving thing than, I would have expected. Considering I'd never heard of them before, and milk was the only thing that worked properly. Speaking of which, let's go into the history of Scoville unit. So, Scoville unit. Scoville unit. Now, I know what a Scoville unit is, but this is kind of an interesting thing. It's a, bell peppers are 0, all the way up to pure capsaicin, which is 15 to 16 million, which, death. So I guess technically I ate something between the New Mexico scorpion pepper and the Naga viper. Now this one actually This Pocky, by the way. Oh, I love their chips. Their chips are really good. Not this one. This one is disgusting. It looks like charcoal and tastes like butt, but their chips are really good. Not sponsored, but, in case you're ever interested. Where was that? There's a paper in here somewhere that says what is in it. Carolina Reaper and Sichuan Heat. I cannot read that at all. Yeah. According to this, the Carolina Reaper ranks up at 2.2 million. Standard pepper spray is at 5. Well, 2 to 5. Military is a little bit higher. I think military was like, I'm not going to say because I don't remember. But yeah, it was pretty spacey. Anyway, Scoville unit is a measurement of the pungency. Now I'm on Wikipedia. Pungency or spiciness or heat of chili peppers as recorded in Scoville heat units, SHU, based on the concentration of capsaicinoids. Now that's a hard word to say, capsaicinoids, among which capsaicin is the predominant component. The scale is named after its creator, American pharmacist Wilbur Scoville, whose 1912 method is known as the Scoville organoleptic test. Wait, hear what that one's about. The test is the most practical method of estimating SHU and is subjective, and is a subjective assessment derived from the capsaicinoid sensitivity by people experienced with eating hot chilies. Like for me, things would rank less and lower on the SHU on the test because of the fact that I'm spicy. An alternative method using high-performance liquid chromatography can be used to analytically quantify the capsaicinoid content as an indicator of pungency. Interesting. As 2012, the subjective test has been largely superseded by the analytic method. Cool. All right, so in the original test, the exact weight of the dried pepper is dissolved in alcohol and extracted to extract the heat components, capsaicinoids, then diluted in a solution of sugar water, decreasing concentrations of the exacted capsaicinoids and given to a panel of 5 trained testers, until a majority, at least 3, can no longer detect the heat in the dilution. The heat level is based on this dilution, rated in the multiples of 100 Scoville units. Oh, interesting. Conventional method used in determining the level of pungency and capsaicin. Now, this is interesting because what I had heard was not this whole dissolved thing, but what I had heard was they gave them the heat and then they sprayed water in their mouth, and the amount of Scoville units was measured in how many sprays it took to kill it. Huh, interesting. Conventional methods used in determining the level of pungency or capsaicin concentration are using a panel of testers, test method. Pepper pungency is measured in SHU. The measurement is the highest dilution of chili pepper extract at which heat can be detected by a taste panel. A weakness of Scoville organoleptic test is its imprecision due to human subjectivity, depending on, yeah. That's weird. Huh. Well, now I know different. I know new things. I learned something today. I wasn't expecting to learn anything today. Huh. By the way, if you undertake these tests, like the one chip challenge, the spicy wing challenge, don't touch your eyes. Like I held the chip with these 2 fingers. Didn't touch anything else with these 2 fingers. It's like you'll see when I'm going through my eye, I won't use my pointer finger like I usually do. I mean, honestly, you shouldn't be doing that anyway, especially with, the pandemic going on and everything. But getting the capsaicin in your eye will be akin to pepper spraying yourself. And it's no fun. Don't do it. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with this thing, man. Like, I want to give up and just drink the milk, honestly, because I'm bored. Because I'm not hot anymore. I got 24 minutes left. Ay. So y'all play that Pokemon Go? Yeah, I've been playing that for a while lately. I thought I was going to have more stories to share. Honestly, I had a list of things to talk about here. 1 hour chip challenge. Talk about your pepper spray experience. I did that. Talk about your history with spiciness. I did that. Talk about the 6-wing challenge. I did that. Honestly, thought it was going to take longer. Honestly, admittedly, I thought it was going to last longer. Part of me was like, it's going to be like 10 minutes and it's going to be gone. And the other part of me was like, it's going to last about 45 to 50 minutes and then you're going to die. All right, so yeah, I've been playing this Pokemon Go lately. Look at that. I'm pretty good, you know. I've been nailing it. A wild Chimchar appeared. Oh, hey, sorry. Focus. I'm gonna catch this Chimchar. Watch. He gonna be my Chimchar baby. Chimchar baby. I actually only need a little bit more. Oh no. It went locked up on me. Focus. You believe me now? You look. This is my face. Recognize my face. Please don't be gone, Chimchar. God darn it, he's gone. Burr, burr, boom. Oh, there he's back. Hello, wild Chimchar. I'ma slap you with this ball. Don't slap Chimchar in the balls. All because I had to show my freaking video to the thing. Now it's like the white balance is off. Hey, look, I got a Chimchar. Bloop. Sweet. And I'm going to evolve the Chimchar. Wow, how about that? All right, no, that's not Pokemon. My Pignite is my buddy, by the way. My Pignite is the coolest. No, go away. I don't want to do that. In here. Pokemon. Oh, excuse me. Chimchar. You can go away. I don't need an 88 Chimchar. I'm going to evolve this guy. Look at him. He's so cute. Not exactly the most powerful Chimchar, but you know. I actually don't know what Chimchar evolves into. Charmander? Well, that's cute looking. Monferno. Italian. That's actually pretty neat looking. I like that. Look at that little buddy. Not bad, not bad. I've always been a fire type Pokemon user. I've always been more akin to them. I like the heat. I like the heat. Oh, okay, stretch. I'm gonna catch this Yanma now. Yanma. I don't like Yanma, but I need them. Oh, why is it not focus on me? Whoop. It was the slow. I guess I'm going to have to do the rest of the video out of focus, huh? It's okay. Nobody needs to focus on my face. It's ugly. Look at that. I don't know what other card games y'all are interested in. I know I play Magic the Gathering. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately, the one I've been more prone to play has been Magic the Gathering because I got a friend who plays it, so I'm lucky there. But apart from that, it's not really been a whole lot of people to play with. Like, Kiddo knows how to play, but she's like, I don't know how to play every time. I'm like, let's play. And she's like, I don't know how. I'm like, well, then I'll teach you again and again and again and again and again and again until you finally remember. But yeah, it's no big deal. My kiddo, I love my kiddo. She's good people. How much longer do I got here? 20 minutes. So I managed to kill, 6 minutes. Yay me. No, go away, Nidorino. I don't want to talk to you. You're smelly and you're gross and I don't like you. I have a Beedrill and I'm able to Mega Evolve them now because I just put in that Mega Evolution thing. Whew. Oh, my back. 45 minutes down. Although that's since the beginning of the video, so not exactly all the way down yet. What was I looking for in my Pokemon list here again? I forgot. Oh, I don't remember. Must have been important, right? Oh, the Yanma. Yeah, Yanma. Let's search Yanma. Not Ta. Yanma. 52. Alright. Oh, is there a raid going on? There is a raid going on. Go away. Ooh, Tangela. The 6,500 attack power Tangela. Well, one sec. Let me see if I can do that. Pokemon. I'm going to Mega Evolve my Beedrill. Go away. Mega Evolve. Yes, please. Beedrill Mega Evolution. Boosh. Look at him go. Mega Beedrill. Yeah, I don't really have like high level CPs or anything. Like when I Mega Evolution my Beedrill, he's actually the strongest Pokemon I have. Battle using the Raid Pass. The remote Raid Pass. Cooldown till battle starts. This is my lineup here. I have Mega Beedrill, Dragonite, Heat Pup, which is Flareon, Flamey Boy, and Muck for some reason. I don't like Muck. Get out of here, Muck. My CP. Yeah, let's throw a Rhydon in there instead. Alrighty. Oh, my back. Yeah, I actually been wanting to sort out my cards lately because I have so many of them that haven't been sorted into their proper appropriate places yet. Not just Yu-Gi-Oh. Not just Pokemon, but also some of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and my Magic the Gathering cards. I should do a video on that someday. That'll be great, right? Honestly, wasn't expecting to get this bored this fast. I had to do this video early too. I was like, I had to do this video early because I want to get it up by 4 because it's going to be my second video for the day. If you haven't noticed, I'm doing videos on the weekends now. But I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that all the way after Spooktober. Mostly doing it during Spooktober so I have enough time to get all the games done. Like I'm starting up Dread-X on Monday, Dread-X 2 on Monday, because I've already finished Dread-X 1, and the last episode of that goes up tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. I'm also going to have one go up today, and then the highlights of the whole series are going up tomorrow as well. Then I have to get 4... Ooh, hey, battle starting. I have to get 4 videos of not The Last of Us, Song of Horror. I have to get 4 videos for next week, and then I want to do some more for the weekend. And also got to start recording the Dread-X Collection 2. I actually have plans for another fun video, starting... it'll be going up on Friday. Kind of a mixed match of horror and comedy. The usual stuff. Well, that sucked. Ugh. You're a mean one, Tangela. You're a smelly, evil git. Do I get to catch the Tangela? I'll darn it. Don't glare at me. Eat it. Ooh, a great throw. Boom, baby. It's going to be my Tangela. 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 I actually already had a Tangela, but this one's more powerful than my Tangela. Or Tangela. How do you pronounce that? I call it Tangela, but I've been told that it's Tangela. Neat. Pokemon. All right, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm working on a phasmophobia. I'm working on a video with that, and it's gonna be funny. Hopefully, it's gonna be funny. Obviously, you know, humor is subjective. Excuse me, sorry about that. That was disgusting. But obviously, humor is subjective, so you know, it'll be funny to some people and not funny to other people. But I'm hoping it's gonna be, you know, a majority of people are gonna think it's funny because I'm gonna work pretty hard on it. It's technically gonna be in the vein of StepsBasic's basic steps, so it's gonna be mixture of you know, tips and tricks, and also it's going to be in skit form as well, so it's going to be not necessarily only about that. God, it's hard for me not to spoil anything, you know what I mean? Meow, 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 meow. Nice. I'm running out of time. 51 minutes. Almost through the majority of the badness. I mean the time limit. The badness is long gone. I'll actually have to look back throughout my my video when I'm posting it to find out just how bad it was and how long it lasted. You know what I mean? You son of a meowth. He dodged my ball. Red. Wrong side. I really want to be able to get rid of that. Get rid of the blur. I hate the blur. Meowth, that's right. Pokemon. 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 I don't know how to I mean I know how to. I don't have the stuff to evolve or to heal. What am I talking about? I don't remember what I was trying to say. There we go. Power up my burb. Yes, please. Boom. My Murkrow haunch crow? Crow haunch? The evolved version of Murkrow was actually one of my strongest Pokemon, like, to begin with. And now he's upwards over 2,000. Pokemon. Hey, Meowth. They're having some sort of event going on right now where they wanted me to catch 3 Meowths. Meowth. Meowth was caught. Good job. Thank you. There's so many Meowths. It has to do with the Alolan Meowth. Claim reward. Success, 10 experience, or 10 balls, 500 experience. Transfer 3 Pokemon, catch 3 Pokemon, evolve 3 Pokemon. Really? Well, I mean, I guess I can do that. Catch, transfer, and evolve. Okay. Alright, Pokemon. Alright, we're running out of time here. I will come back to that later. How much longer we got? Still got 10 freaking minutes to go. God darn it. This is the worst part. Just the boredom at the end of the video. And this is my my water deck. My Pokemon water deck. I bought it like that. I bought it. Yeah, it's a starter deck. You know what I mean? And I've just been kind of, well, actually, this is called a battle arena deck. And I've been kind of, you know, trying to just improve it from there. Keldeo. Although I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I'm a fire type Pokemon trainer, always been, which means I'm of course Valor. And yeah, if y'all want to join me, if y'all wanna be friends with me on the Pokemon Go, just let me know. You know, if you play. If you don't, then you know, don't worry about it. Here's the one from my my first attempt. The one where I made it less than 5 minutes in. And I was like, I need something to coffee. I showed you guys Appa. My little Appa dude. Blip. Blip, blip, blip. I don't collect Funko Pops, but I have had a few people give me a couple of them. Like this one I got from actually it was kind of a contest. I made a video about it, but this lady Kenzie, she was giving away some Funko Pops, and I was like, sweet. I mostly want a Doom guy, but there was also a Sailor Scout Mercury. I think it was Mercury. But then we also got the Man in Black from the Dark Tower. Me, 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 me. He's so evil. Look at him, so evil. You ever heard about the Stand remake that they got on CBS All Access? I've seen some pictures of their new Randall Flagg, and I'm not sure if I like him. That's the thing about the original Randall Flagg in the movie and the book, was he was an incredibly likable character. That was his whole shtick. You know, he had the charisma to win over the crowds, as it were. And unless you actually knew what type of person he was, what type of being he was, you were easily swayed by him. And that was kind of his thing. You know, that was the thing about him that made him cool. And that if they're trying to make him ominous and menacing, then it's like you're losing the dude. You're losing the accurate portrayal of our boy there. Randall Flagg. He's supposed to be evil and unlikable, but also charismatic and incredibly likable. Champions vigilance. I gotta hit up Roberto Blake and see about talking some Yu-Gi-Oh with him, because turns out Roberto Blake likes Yu-Gi-Oh, and I do too. And I'm like, hey, I haven't met a person to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh with in a while. Yeah, I'm gonna message him, challenge him to a duel. Unfortunate part is he lives in California, I'm pretty sure, and I live here in Virginia, so it's like, even if I were able to get a hold of him, I could never actually duel him unless we did a completely honor-based duel across the Zoom call. That'd be an interesting thing. I mean, I actually did once play a Yu-Gi-Oh duel via letters, snail mail, and we ended up having to give up on it. But it was kind of funny that we were doing that. All right, how much longer we got? 6 minutes. Whew. What other cards do I have in this stack that I need to shuffle in? This is mostly Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that has to be put away. Look at these Pokemon booster packs. I've opened them all, but there was some neat cards in there, and it's like, this is the newer generation. Like I grew up in Gen 1 and Gen 2, but seeing some of the things that we have now is like, what the heck? Like, I got this holofoil Marini. I'm like, what the heck is that thing? Kind of cute, but I don't know what these things are. Then, of course, we had the Detective Pikachu packs come out back when that movie was. Have you seen that movie? I haven't seen that movie yet. I heard it was funny. I also heard it was terrible. But as is the way of the world, But yeah, we have the movie-based cards. Like there's Arcanine. I was happy when I got him, because of all the fire Pokemon, he's actually one of my favorites. Big old hench dog, dude. Also, there's a movie Jigglypuff. Me. Because that's what Jigglypuff's song sounds like. Been seeing some of the larger name YouTubers out there opening like $10,000, $100,000, $1,000, $24,000 cards, and I'm like, I opened a $5 pack once, and I was like, wow, that's cool. The trials and tribulations of being a poor folk, But anyway, we are 4 minutes to time. Hello, anime boys and girls out there. I would like to introduce you to the fun and fragrant version of self-care. Remember, men have skin too. I actually keep this thing next to me because I will forget to put it on. I have one in the bathroom, I have one in here, and I have one in the living room. You know, wherever I'm spending the most time throughout the day. I mean, I always stop by the bathroom in the morning, but that doesn't guarantee I'm always going to use it because I like go in there, go to the bathroom half asleep. Sometimes I'll shower, sometimes I'll shower at night. I prefer showering at night, by the way. Showering at night is the best. But, you know, sometimes then I forget to put it on, and I'm like, So then I sit down to work, and there it is just staring me in the face like, hey, wear me. I'm like, okay, cool. You just put it on. You come in here, come in through your sleeve there, like that, and then whoop, whoop. Ooh, it's nice and cold. I like it when it's cold. And then whoop, whoop. Now you can also go through the collar. You know, go through the collar into the armpit, but I don't recommend that because it stretches the collar out. And well, you don't want to stretch collar, especially if you're a man like me, who has a lot of hamburger meat down here. That was disgusting. Don't do that. But yeah, it's always important. Additionally, I have beard oils, which add a nice sense to my beard. Now, of course, this is Philip DeFranco's brand. He sells these, and my ex-wife got them for me for my birthday or Christmas. I don't remember which one. But essentially, it's really easy to use these two. You just open it up, go bloop right in the hand. A little bit more than that. Boop. Bloop. That's too much. Take it. Move it around and into the beard. This one actually reminds me of when I was a kid. It's got a bit of a sandalwood smell to it. I love me a sandalwood. You know what the best part about beard oils is right now? During our time of quarantine, you put on your mask, and that's all you can smell. It's just a wonderful beard oil. It also helps you know if you put too much on, you know, because then you put your mask on, you're like, oh, my goodness. Are we done yet? Minute, 20 seconds. All right. My God, is it over yet? I want to poo. I actually don't want to poo right now. That's actually one thing I'm looking like the least forward to is going to the bathroom because my butt doesn't handle it as well as my mouth do. Which is a phrase you don't say very often. My butt doesn't handle it as well as my mouth do. Yeah, you really don't want to say stuff like that. It's kind of gross. Have y'all seen my thingy? My what do you call it? My thingy? My background? Hey, like that, huh? Pretty cool, huh? I like that. I stole it straight from the game too. Let's go back to vlog cam. Yeah, I stole it straight from the game while I was editing my video for it. I was like, that is epic. I keep changing my videos too, my backgrounds too, based on the games that I play. If I run into a very thumbnail worthy picture, I end up, snapshotting it and putting it up as a screen. I did that with Doom 2016, and I did it with Final Fantasy 7. Oh, hey, there we go. That was a minute and 36 seconds when I started. When I actually got the chip in my mouth and ate it all. So there we go. All done. I don't even need this anymore, but just to signify the official end of the challenge. I gotta go put that in the fridge before it goes bad. But anyway, sorry that it ended up getting very blurry midway through because of that stupid idea I had of showing off my Pokemon Go. But there we go. That is it for me. I beat the challenge. I guess I'm a heavyweight now. Woo. So awesome. But anyway, Thank you all so much for joining me for this episode, for this challenge. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please go and poke that like button for me. If you'd like to see more from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, as always, you are more than welcome to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. When I can, if I can, you know it. As I tune in next time. I actually made the spice wake up a little bit. It's weird. For another video another time. And until then, good night.